like this tropical oasis. It's absolutely stunning, all the views from either on the boat, out on the ocean, or just walking around the town.
Everywhere you look, it's the most beautiful scenery, just giant mountains, so green, the most clear water you've ever seen. It's just amazing to be here.
When I thought about which would be the perfect location in this time of the year in June, the first thing that came to my mind, the ultimate destination is Tahiti. I mean, pretty much every surfer, every water sports athlete out there knows the images and is dreaming of a place like that, to visit a place like that, to surf these type of waves.
Most days we'd wake up around 6 or 7, pack all our stuff, get it on the boat.
And then we would go out, depending on what the conditions were, we would basically go out and find whatever it was best for that day, either toe foiling or wing foiling or prone foiling or downwinding. The days of the trip, we decided we wanted to do a day trip to Moorea. So we woke up at, I think it was 4 in the morning. We drove an hour and a half to the ferry.
You're in Tahiti and you think it's the most beautiful place ever, and then you go there and it's hard to imagine, and the water is so blue with the sand, and then you get to swim with the sharks and the stingrays and foiling around them. It was crazy. After the day in Moorea, getting back on the ferry and looking at the sunset, we were all super exhausted after the day, but it was very worth it to go and get to see another beautiful part of this.
Teahupo'o has a very special vibe. It's very chilled on land. The lagoon is very quiet. And then you go out on a boat and you enter the channel of Teahupo'o and you see this massive, square, perfect barreling wave hammering onto the reef.
It's pretty scary when you drop into them and the water's just sucking up and there's no room for error. If you fall, you're ending up on the reef.
It's world-renowned. Everybody knows it's this big, heavy, barreling wave. There's so much energy and power that's emanating from the wave.
You feel the ocean going full on and very strong.
It's a little intimidating, but if you're mentally ready for it, you're gonna catch some of the rides of your life for sure.
When I was younger, that wave Teahupo'o that I was looking when I was a kid, when I started surfing, and I remember I was telling my parents that I want to have the level of surfing to surf a wave like Teahupo'o. I surf it and it's the best wave I've surfed for sure.
Winging out at Teahupo'o has been super fun. We got a couple good sessions out there. It wasn't massive, but definitely enough to get a couple pretty overhead waves.
You know, sometimes when I'm performing my water sports back home, it's pretty individual. So for me to come and to be with people who are really in love with these sports, it's really fun to be in that sort of vibe.
The whole trip in general was super cool. Tahiti has been probably the coolest place I've ever been to. Just the views and the water and the scenery, and then the conditions we've had, everything has just been amazing.